McVay and the Rams. For me, when I pay attention to the Rams situation as it is, listen, what Sean McVay has been able to do since entering as a head coach in the National Football League has been amazing. The guy is an offensive genius. He's fostered winning programs, winning culture through and through. As a young coach, won a Super Bowl, whole 9 yards. He wasn't afraid to start over when they realized they made a mistake at the quarterback position. I do wonder though, right? I do wonder if Sean McVay is going to be committed to the Rams long term. What I can tell you, right? And I think um it's probably old news at this point. It's probably known out there, but Sean McVay genuinely was about to leave the Los Angeles Rams to become a broadcast booth guy for Amazon. And, obviously that fell through because Amazon mismanaged some things from what I heard. And they wind up having to pay one of their guys that they currently have more money to keep them because that guy was under the impression that he was going to be on the outs. Once Sean McVay realized that that wasn't necessarily a viable option for him, he decided to return to the Rams. That's the real story. So much so as I recorded a video that maybe one day in the distant future I'll release the actual video that I did announcing him leaving for Amazon because I was very well locked in on that story. That was very real. So all the talk of, oh, I was never going to leave the Rams, that's not quite true. But the fact of the matter is, Sean McVay, I look at the situation with the Rams and I say, it just feels like they're in for a rebuild, right? It just feels like they're in for a rebuild. Like for me, the guy during during the preseason game decided, hey, you know what? I'm not going to coach my team. I'm going to go up in the broadcast booth. Listen, hello, if you're a Rams fan, that puts alerts on a little bit like that. And I get it. I get it. It's the name of the game, right? These guys get to the pinnacle of their profession, and then they look to move forward. They look for different steps. It almost is reminiscent, not quite reminiscent, but in some aspects of a Gruden thing. I don't think you could ever take the true coach out of out of a coach. I think that guy's always going to want to coach. I think it's one of those things where Sean McVay might just be burnt out from coaching, and he might want to try his hand at something different, right? In a perfect world, you thought that maybe we'd see Sean McVay go out with Aaron Donald and go on, and then somebody else will take over the Rams, the whole 9 yards. But that's one of the storylines that I'm following this season. Is Sean McVay made long for the long haul with the Rams? And if you're asking me that question on September 2nd, I don't believe he is. I don't believe he is. I don't believe that he is going to be here. I don't believe I don't believe he's going to be here that long, and I don't think that's necessarily a hot take. But I'm very curious to hear what you guys think of the Sean McVay discourse. Do you think that he is here for the long term? Do you think that he is going to find himself leaving the Rams after this season?